Hello and welcome to a slightly moist day, and we are following the Cepelarka River up to the Bachkovo Monastery. The Bachkovo Monastery is the second largest monastery in Bulgaria after Riza, but according to the monastery it is the most important. The Bachkovo Monastery of the Assumption of the Blessed Virgin Mary was founded by Sevast Grigory Bakuriani in 1083. His brother, Master Abbasius, was nominated a co-founder posthumously, as he bequeathed a small fortune to help with the funding of the monastery. The first abbot was Gregory of Van, who supervised the construction. The first monks were from the eastern part of the Byzantine Empire, most likely Georgians and Armenians. Notably, at the beginning there was only one Greek speaker among the monastery brothers. The admission of Greeks is explicitly prohibited in the 24th chapter of the Ustava, a kind of monastery book of rules. Abbot Gregory of Van got a special Krisovul from the emperor, which granted complete independence of the monastery, both from secular and ecclesiastical authorities, and very importantly exempted the monastery from paying taxes.
Hello!
A Krisovul was a golden seal attached to the decrees issued by the Byzantine emperors, and later the custom was adopted by monarchs in Europe well into the Middle Ages and the Renaissance. This church was built in 1604 on top of the old Bakuriani Georgian church. In this late medieval fresco, the halo of the Christ is decorated with roses, and it is beautiful and rather unique. In medieval times the rose had many meanings, but as the rose and the lily appear in the pattern below, I think that in this context the meaning of the rose is divine love and the lily purity. The message of eternal love is reinforced by the Christ with his arms open as if welcoming humanity. The oldest parts of this icon date back to the 11th century. The design is generally called the Virgin of the Sweet Kiss. To give you an idea of what the design looks like, I used it to make this one. In this version, most of the icon is covered in gold and silver. Aside from the faces, the rest is riza. The riza is made with silver and gold. The metal is shaped by hammering from the reverse side to create a design in low relief. Riza, literally translated, means shirt. There is a lovely story about the icon flying from the mountains of Georgia across the Black Sea to the monastery. The Iconostasis, with the gold-plated wood carvings, is one of the oldest ones in Bulgaria, and it dates to the beginning of the 17th century. The monastery is getting ready for the biggest event in the Orthodox Church calendar, Easter, or Velikden, literally the Great Day. With the fall of Plovdiv in 1363 under the Ottoman Empire, the monastery lost its independence and all its privileges. In 1393, Sultan Suleiman I awarded some tax breaks to the monastery, which enabled the monastery to embark on a major reconstruction program at the beginning of the next century. In the following years, the monastery was attacked and robbed many times. Even in these challenging times, the monastery continued to operate. Since 1393, the Bulgarian Church had been administered by the Patriarch of Constantinople through Greek-nominated clergy. The struggle for an independent Bulgaria in the 18th and 19th centuries that was sweeping through the country played out also inside the monastery. Despite clashes among the Greek and Bulgarian clergy, the monks in the monastery played an active role in preserving Bulgarian culture and promoting Bulgarian education. The struggle for an independent Bulgarian church culminated in the establishment in 1870 of a Bulgarian exarchate, and the Bachkovo Monastery was transferred to the jurisdiction of the newly established Bulgarian Church in 1894. And of course, we paid a quick visit to the souvenir shop. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, it would be wonderful. I publish these videos in English on Tuesdays, Italian on Wednesdays and Bulgarian on Thursdays. Thank you for watching. Have a lovely day. Bye bye.